Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Vulture Culture Podcast, the only podcast that I don't even have anything funny to say anymore, man. Why am I in hell right now? What happened? We go from season
This
2, which
season
ended.
sucks.
The season blows. Man, sir, get us out of this. Like, why are we in hell right now? Why? Why are we in hell?
It's
Please.
actually foreshadowing for an episode that
Because
forces us to talk about Hazbin Hotel.
Fuck!
because because appreciate to fully appreciate the good we had, we must endure through the bad.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
shut off. We've already endured through bad, even before this season.
yeah, but like, yeah, but I guess the difference is we had like, I mean, what? Like, what was the worst thing we talked about? Multiverse of Madness and Goodbye Volcano High. Like, those are the worst that we all agree is the worst out of everything. Ugh, motherfucker! I forgot about
Yeah.
the stupid ass fucking piece of garbage Wikipedia page. God forbid. Yeah. So if you can't tell, we're all really happy. I'm really happy. I feel like shit. My nose is bleeding. I don't know why. And I'm sad because I don't know why Bowser's sub isn't working. Anyways, I'm Evil Spirit. I'm here with RoxyReviews and Sirplayalot. If you don't know who we are, we talk about media, depending on certain things. And we're talking about Rick and Morty today. If you don't know what Rick and Morty season 3, the infamous season 3. It's the third season of Rick and Morty, an American animated television show created by Dan Harmon and Justin Roiland. Originally aired on Cartoon Network's late night programming block Adult Swim, it premiered the Rick Shank Redemption, which aired unannounced on April 1st, 2017 as a part of Adult Swim's annual April Fool's prank. As a result of production delays, the remaining episodes began airing weekly, nearing four
And that
months
episode
later.
feels like an April Fool's prank because of
Yep.
how
How
much it
awful.
ruins everything that came before.
Yep. The season comprised of 10 episodes, but it originally was supposed to have 14 episodes, and it aired.
Let's be glad it didn't have 14
God,
episodes.
dude, like when I got to episode 8, I'm like, okay, good, the season's over. What do you mean there's two more episodes? Like I was,
Did you
fuck.
forget that shows used to have more than 8 episodes per season?
But yeah,
Yeah.
because of fucking everything. Every other show, they're like, 2 episodes, and that's it. We're gonna end the show after 8 episodes. It's always 8. I never get that because I'm so used to shows having like 12, 13, maybe 14, 15, depending on the show. I know like Impractical Jokers has like 50 fucking episodes, so there's that. Anyways, so
Well,
yeah.
to be fair, Practical Jokers is probably a lot easier to produce than something like Rick and
It,
Morty.
it depends. I mean, animation, yeah, but like, cause as many that would have to come out. Anyways, first impressions doesn't even matter because we all seen Rick and Morty at this point. Well, at the very least, we seen season 1 and 2. If you want to know what our first impressions of Rick and Morty is, this. I will say this is the season that made me go, or has the infamous episode that made me just want to kill myself. Um, because
Oh,
it's
We'll do it
I thought
later.
you were gonna say something like with Magneto, where you're gonna say that this season made you realize how much you liked the first two.
not really. It just kind of made me go, wow, so this is literally what I thought Rick and Morty was. Like, this is why I didn't like Rick and Morty, because this is legitimately what I just thought the show was.
So it's like how Shrek the Third ruined Shrek's reputation.
Exactly. Except, I mean, I don't hate this as much. No, I will say I hate this as much as Shrek the Third. You really got to think. We have been talking about a lot of bad shit already, and we are only 5 episodes in. Or 3 episodes in when this episode comes out. We already recorded the vast majority of the first 5 we recorded already. This is like the last episode we're
This is
recording.
actually the last of the first 5 episodes we have to record.
Yeah, no, don't worry though.
Yeah.
We're gonna go back to like we're gonna record them in order. The reason why we
Back to your
did it,
regularly scheduled.
Oh my Jesus! I just realized I have to watch music soon.
yep. I just realized you guys have to. You know, I like how I said. I like how I said like, guys, we need to stop talking about TV shows. This is getting out of hand. And literally one of the episodes I picked is a fucking 8-episode TV show. Oh goodness. At least it's only one season. We don't have to do
He's a
anymore.
bad guy.
Inhumans is a bad guy? What, you're telling me that the people that enslave other people just because that they're human are bad people? Wow, that's crazy. Anyways, so yeah, if you don't know, this is the 3rd time we're talking about Rick and Morty. Shocker. But yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, if you want to know our opinions on Season 2 and Season 1, we talked about them in our own Season 1, Season... Yeah, you get it. We get it. We all get it. I guess we'll just dive into the episodes. So there's 10 episodes. Let's start with fucking the Shawshank.
The Rick Shank Redemption.
Yeah, Rick Shank Redemption. Fucking hate these.
Which, by the way, that's a stupid title.
It is.
I mean, I know Rick.
Yeah.
I know Rick and Morty is like the worst episode titles ever, but like, come on.
Yeah, because they always have to add in Rick and like, you know, I got a Rick in my pants. Like, there you go. Just there's an episode, and I don't know what it would be about.
Hey!
Like aside like.
That wasn't Rick. What did I just do?
I'm just gonna start saying
What-
that.
There you go.
Sir, that wasn't an impression of Rick. You sounded like an Australian Seth Rogen.
Oi, mate.
What?
Anyways, I love Seth Rogen. He's so ginger. I don't know.
Maybe we should watch Superbad. That's an actually good movie.
Superbad is an actual good movie. Maybe we should watch The Wozniak. That's actually also a really good movie with Seth Rogen.
Caroline's like, wait. Caroline turns like the say that again thing. Like, wait, you had a good idea?
I haven't watched Superbad. I heard it was actually really funny though.
It is.
I guess I'll give that a shot at some point. But we're not supposed to be happy today. Today's our sad day. Everybody's supposed to be fucking wanting to kill themselves, I guess. I don't know. So Rick Shank Redemption fucking
It's amazing how in 22 minutes everything the first 2 seasons set up was ruined.
yeah, so like unlike season 1 and season 2 where it was more really about like how Rick is like he is smart. Like nobody will deny Rick is a smart individual, but like Rick is also like he does have faults.
A huge
He's
asshole
he's
and
a flawed
incredibly insecure
scientist.
and stuff like that.
Yeah. But in this episode they treat him like a god, which Rick treats himself like a god.
That's the thing. I've never had an issue with Rick himself seeing himself as a god. My issue is when everybody else agrees he is one.
That's one of the things about Rick and Morty that always was like I was always scared of. Like I was always like, oh, Rick's always just going to see himself as a god, and everybody else is going to agree because at the end of the day, Rick is the
In the
smartest member,
in the
but
first
like
2 seasons,
everybody treats him like he's
everybody calls him out for being
a piece of shit.
in over his head and overconfident,
Yeah.
while also still being insecure as well.
Yeah.
It's a weird combination, but it works.
Meanwhile, Rick just kind of
Meanwhile,
in this episode, it starts off with like a joke where it's like, what was the joke? It was, oh, ha, it's so funny how I escaped prison. Which, by the way, I thought they were legitimately going to do that, and I was going to go, don't. And I'm glad
Could
they
you even
didn't.
imagine?
Could you imagine, like, they just do it off camera? And, like, the joke would have been, like, oh, it was so boring, I had to crawl through a tunnel. I will have to say that the fold yourself joke did catch me off guard, and I did chuckle at it.
Well, that was funny, which is a rarity for the season.
yeah, there's a few funny jokes in this season. I'm not going to lie to anybody about that. I'm not going to say like the show was.
And the vast majority of the actually funny jokes come from Morty's mind blowers.
Yeah.
So anyways,
Can we all agree with that?
yeah.
Yeah, I forgot that was this season. Honest,
because
honestly.
because it and the Rick Lantis mix up don't even fit in with the rest of the season because they're so far and above better than everything else in it.
Yeah. Well, so
Yeah, and
anyway,
aren't they back to back or no?
Yes.
That makes it even more funny.
so basically throughout most of what happens in episode 1 is just Rick's escaping and oh my god, I'm sorry that I'm blanking on this. Isn't Beth and Jerry also thinking about the divorce at this point as well? Or what was Rick and
Yeah.
Oh, no, Rick and
Yeah, and they actually
sorry.
do at the end of the episode,
Which woo!
which was apparently Rick's plan all along.
That's the
Woo!
funny thing, Caroline. You said that you wanted them to get divorced, and I was like, they do, but it's in the worst season of the show.
Yeah, baby. And the
Woo!
best part is you don't see Jerry for most of the season. Like he only appears in like a few episodes. And then at the end they get back together, which I'm just like, "Oh, come on, man. You guys just
Aw.
boo. Have the Donkey Kong 64 fucking boo sound effect during I almost said Furnace One. That's Banjo-Kazooie. Fuck. Anyways, so yeah, basically, and there's like this one scene where it's like Rick is gonna shoot Summer. Like, oh yeah, the Council of Ricks are in this episode.
Yeah. Also, I really hate the scene where Morty actually thinks he's gonna kill Rick just because Rick called him stupid.
Yeah, like I mean, I feel like it's also just a little too mean spirited. Like, I
Oh
mean,
no, yeah, no.
Yeah.
The show. I think what happened is after the first two seasons, how fans of the show acted and stuff. I think the show ended up getting a reputation for being really smart or something or whatever people said. So then the writers got too big ahead when writing season three.
oh yeah, you have to have a pretty high IQ to understand Rick and Morty.
Yeah, like that.
Yeah, like I mean
Yeah,
that
like, wow, thanks, fans, for gatekeeping your own show,
that
dicks.
can I just say that's like one of like the most like annoying thing ever. It's like whenever they're like, okay, like this can go for everything, like video games, this can go for movies, but whenever fans go out of their way to be like complete and fucking assholes towards people trying to get into it, like for example, with Sekiro, as like an
Yeah.
example, one of
No,
the
no,
things,
like how it's like how I saw Half-Life fans like blaming Mega Man for Half-Life not getting a reveal at the Game Awards or whatever. And it's just
Mhm.
like, okay, assholes, now I don't want to check out your game.
Well, see, and that's the thing. It's like Half Life is a good game. And that comes from someone who thinks Half Life 1 is extremely overrated, but whatever. I was going to say about Sekiro, it's like, whenever I first started playing Sekiro, and I was struggling, the fans weren't like, oh, you fucking suck. You're garbage at this game. Kill yourself. But I was thinking that because there were people like that in the fandom. There were some people like that, and
Wow.
that's the thing. Or they wouldn't say kill yourself, but like they would be like, you suck. Oh my god, just quit playing. It's embarrassing. But it's like like this is like your first time ever seeing the content, so like don't gatekeep it from people. I guess that's one thing I could say about Has-Been Hotel fans. I don't really interact with them, but like one of the things is
What?
like one of the things that I don't see anybody complain about with the Has-Been Hotel fans is like they don't gatekeep it the show, from my knowledge. Like
Oh,
from
yeah,
that's what I was trying
yeah.
to get
From
at.
what I see, they don't gatekeep it from anyone.
But like, why would you? Gatekeeping is such a stupid fucking thing. It pisses me off.
No,
You
it's
know,
stupid behavior, and all it does is actively harm the reputation of the thing you like.
yeah, it harms the reputation and it
It
like
devalues it.
decreases the size of the fan base.
Like, I mean, like that's just what's shocking about it. That's what I don't get about like also when people like fully defend it at all costs. Like, look, dude, they could do fucked up shit. It's fine, and you can call it out and still love the product that they're producing. For example, Justin Roiland's a piece of fucking shit, from what I've heard. But like that
No,
doesn't
yeah,
mean.
no, he did. He was.
But it's like it doesn't mean that like you should like that doesn't mean you can't enjoy Rick and Morty. Like that's what I'm trying to get at. Okay, so Rick Shank Redemption also brings back the Council of Ricks, but basically they all just fucking die, from what it seems.
And sadly, Hammer Morty dies too.
No.
Hammer Morty. Oh goodness. So yeah, I guess it shouldn't be all that shocking.
That's how you know this season sucks.
Yeah. So yeah, they kill off what's honestly a pretty cool concept of like a council of infinite of these people. But yeah, they all die. I guess they were just that easy to kill. You know, it's not like these guys are Rick or anything. You know, it's not like they're also the smartest people alive. There's just one who's like, cause like remember when they were first introduced, they were treated like a pretty big deal because they were. The whole idea of these infinite geniuses who are able to run a complete society is like, you know, interesting. How do you fuck it up? Have
Well,
them die in the
also,
stupidest ways possible. That's how.
I'm just remembering when Pointless Hub did his video on Fantastic Four, and he was like, and Reed Richards is so smart he made a council of himself that people only think is from Rick and Morty now.
Yeah. Like, and I mean, like, even like, did he like that movie? I didn't watch it. Did he like Fantastic Four 2005?
Yeah, he did.
Thank God.
What he said is that it doesn't work as an adaptation, but it still works as a movie.
Yeah. I mean, there's some things that they did wrong, but I feel like it was still. Go watch our Fantastic Four 2005 episode if you want to hear us talk about that movie, because that movie's a fucking bop. Anyways, back to Rick and Morty, season 3, because
Rick and Morty and the disastrous consequence from after this episode. Shall we briefly mention that?
Yeah, sure, go ahead.
In 1998, they did this promotion for the Disney film Mulan, where they created a new sauce for the McNuggets called Szechuan sauce, and it's delicious.
If you're gonna reference that clip of the guy yelling that he's Pickle Rick in a restaurant, here's the funny thing about that. He wasn't actually a fan of the show. He was just trying to make the fandom look bad.
And he succeeded.
Oh, was he actually? I thought he was like a fan
Yeah.
of the show.
No,
That's kinda funny,
he was actively trying to be a menace to make the show look bad.
I mean, I guess he succeeded, because I can't go fucking anywhere without hearing the I'm Pickle Rick! Anyways, turned into Muscle Man there for a minute.
Rubble-ubba-dub-dub!
Golly. What's Pickle Rick doing here? And then, like, Pickle Rick appears and dies. Someone... okay, so, like, what's the next episode? Is the next episode ain't Pickle Rick. What is it?
Rick Mansing the Stone, which I bet you forgot existed until now.
Wait, what happens in that one again?
So
It's the one where they go to a Mad Max.
Oh, Mad Max.
Guys, can we stop with the whole Mad Max stuff, please? Look, I haven't seen
it peaked with Space Jam, alright?
Look, not only did it peak with Space Jam, it also peaked with the joke in Deadpool and Wolverine where they said that they're doing copyright infringement and that they could get sued if they did that. But like the joke was they weren't Mad Max. Like they make a few references.
Also Mad Max is good, but like please stop referencing it. It's getting annoying.
I have not. Fun fact: I have not watched any of the Mad Max movies. Not even.
Okay, the first Mad Max is the first Mad Max is not good, but it's interesting at least.
I have Fury Road on my watch list.
When you need to watch the first three.
If you guys want to do an episode on the Mad Max movies, I'd be up for that.
What the fuck is like? Okay, so there's 1, 2, 3.
Anything but Rick and Morty season 3, I guess.
No. Sorry, I'm just wondering. Is there only like there's 5 of those movies, aren't there? Because I know Furiosa, Mad Max Furiosa, and then there's Fury Road, and those are like the newer ones. I thought people hate Fury Road, or did people like Fury Road? I don't know. What the fuck am I even talking about? Yeah. So this episode is basically just they go to this location, shit happens. end episode. Like that's it. There's nothing really all that
It
spectacular about it.
it really feels like they just wanted to make as many jokes using the Mad Max setting as they could without actually making a good episode around it.
Yeah, it's just
Like, okay, like
Oh yeah, that's where. Okay, I only remember Morty having this big arm for some reason, mainly because they had that as part of his moveset in multiverses.
yeah.
but like
He has
here's
a
the
big
thing.
arm.
Here's the thing. This show isn't Rocco's Modern Life. You can't just make an episode by doing that.
Yeah, honestly, they could do. Oh yeah, how are you enjoying Rocco's Modern Life, by the way?
Really good.
Okay, good. I'm glad you're enjoying it. I love Rocco's Modern Life. I thought it was a great show. I prefer Hey Arnold, but it's still a great show. Hey Arnold's also a good show. You should check out. Anyways, anything but Rick and
Anything but Rick and Morty season 3.
anything but that. Oh goodness. Anyways,
Let's see.
so yeah, there's nothing that happens in this
People
episode
have
that
to
matters.
say me.
Oh yeah, there's just nothing that happens.
Yeah, they just
Okay,
just stay in the-
there is one really good joke in the episode though. And it's when the fake Morty bot gains sentience and has to delete himself.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because
That
the
was
bots,
funny.
since Morty and Summers have stayed in the
I
Mad
want to
Max
be alive.
universe
I am alive.
because
Alive, I
they're
tell
dealing
you.
with a
Mother, I love
divorce.
you. I want to taste ice cream and not just put it in my mouth and let it slide down my throat. I want to run in a stream.
Yeah, I forgot about that part.
That was funny.
It was funny.
Once again, rare Rick and Morty season 3 joke that actually lands.
It's ludicrous how like season 2 was really funny aside the fucking. Oh yeah, slight spoiler ahead. They basically tried.
No. That's the thing. Season 2 was really funny except for one episode, and then this season is really funny. Is really unfunny except for like 2 episodes.
But like, here's the thing though, like, um, a slight spoiler upcoming, but one of the things in the season is they do not have another fucking interdimensional cable episode, and Roxy did say it in episode 2. Like you did say, or
I said it's weird how it's actually an improvement on the interdimensional cable episodes because with the bad memory ones, they actually have to, put effort into writing a joke instead of just putting Justin Roiland in front of a microphone and getting him drunk.
yeah, and that, and like having some kind of loose plot happen around them watching TV, and like you could definitely tell they got bitter about the fan reception about it. Like you could definitely tell they were bitter.
Yeah, but the good thing is
They
Morty's
weren't.
Mind Blowers is actually one of the highlights of the season.
It is. It is genuinely. Anyways,
Yeah.
we'll talk about that in a minute. So episode 3.
Go Rick is the next episode.
Shoot me. Like actually just fucking kill me.
Pickle Rick!
So basically what happens in this episode is that they go to counseling, and like as someone who did have a therapist, I don't I don't remember any experiences where it was like they got so caught up on one little thing that like they fully just go like, "Oh, tell me about this. What do you think about that? What do you think about this theory about this?" I don't think I ever had an experience like that.
I just remembered. One thing I think I did have another Rick and Morty experience before watching the show itself.
Mhm.
That's being because I remember Mr. Enter specifically did a animated atrocities video on the Pickle Rick episode.
Really?
Deserved.
Yeah.
I guess I shouldn't be too shocked about that. But
No, actually, like, okay, I don't think the highest in Mr. Enter or anything, but like, good on him for that, actually.
Yeah. And he also did an admirable animation for Lawnmower Dogs.
is that season
Yeah.
4?
Makes sense. No, that was
No,
Oh
season,
that's
no,
season
season
one.
Yeah,
one,
Lawnmower
episode 4.
Dogs. Okay, yeah, I remember. Okay, so this episode also has a
So
subplot
Pickle Rick,
where
it has yeah. So the subplot is literally just the family in therapy, which, if that sounds boring, it
it
is.
is,
The
and they just
therapist is a very boring character
yeah, like
who over-explains everything.
yeah, and like here's the thing, them talking about Rick being a pickle is like fine, whatever. I guess it is a little weird that Rick is doing but if you know who Rick is, you would like. And I'm like, I know that she doesn't. Obviously not. She doesn't know who the fuck Rick Sanchez is. Also, the poop joke, where there's people eating shit.
Oh my
One,
god, I forgot about that.
Me
one.
too. When does that happen?
The principal or the math teacher comes up and he's like,
Mr. Goldenfold.
yeah, he comes up and he's like, are you guys here for eating shit too? Where's my family? And then like later on, Morty opens like a book and it's like, oh my god, why is there so many people eating shit in this book? It's all just disgusting. I get that's the point. I get it's supposed to be a funny ha
But
ha.
it's not funny. Well, honestly, just Pickle Rick as an episode feels like it delves way too much into trying to be disgusting, like because of the rats and stuff. But he also ends up in like some Russian facility or something.
Yeah,
And
that's
it's and
weird.
at that point, it's just like, okay, what are we doing here?
Yeah,
He-
what are we doing? Is the Joker supposed to be like? It starts off ridiculous with him turning into a pickle.
You're not
And then it
regular
gets more
show.
ridiculous as it goes on. Is
Yeah,
that the?
You know what's actually funny is that season 6 has an episode that is structured like a regular show episode, but actually does it well. Almost like the problem isn't that the show itself can't do these sorts of concepts; it's that season 3 did them badly.
and like here's another thing. It tries looping itself back around with the whole, oh, I did this because I didn't want to go, which everybody can see that coming from a mile of fucking way. Oh wow, Rick didn't want to go to family therapy. Who could have seen that coming? Also, why the fuck was Jerry not there? I like, huh? Why couldn't he be
'Cause-
there?
I guess he's technically not part of the family anymore, but he'd still be relevant.
I mean, he's still
Yeah.
related. He's still related to Summer and Morty. Like, oh
Yeah.
my god, it's so stupid. It's such a waste of time. I don't, I don't get the love for like this episode because like it seems like everybody's like, oh my god, Pickle Rick, he's like the funniest shit ever. Like, and I get like that one specific guy was like obviously not part of the fandom, but I'm meaning like in general. Oh my god, I hated it. I hated it. I hated it. It's awful. And like the Russian guy comes back as like in a post fucking Marvel ass credit scene where they're like, "Oh my gosh, who's that?" And he's like, "Oh, that's an old friend of mine, Morty." And then everybody
Yeah.
claps. It's like, huh?
Everyone.
I wouldn't have done
Once
that-
again, I think
let's see.
it's very evident in season 3 that the way fans talked about the show went to the writers' heads.
Yep.
Yeah,
And
it was just not
yeah, it's not funny.
funny. Actually, there's a bit of a side bit, but you know, what's kind of the funniest thing to me about Pickle Rick? It's not even about the episode itself. It's the fact they were planning to make a Pickle Rick variant for multiverses, but it never came out.
Oh, that's funny.
Even
How would that even
yeah,
work?
because the game unfortunately
Shut down.
closed development.
I guess bad. I guess good things were never meant to be, or some things were never meant to be.
Yeah.
They're just nothing.
They're here. They're bringing back through a fan mod, so there's that.
Isn't Multiverses still going though? Isn't it like just like not getting any
No,
more
it's not. No, it's not getting any more updates.
But they still have
Like it- wait.
the multiplayer, or not the multiplayer, the single player going.
You can still play local multiplayer, but not online. It's done. Sadly.
R.I.P. Multiverses. I hardly knew you. Anyways, I didn't play Multiverses. It wasn't because it was like it's just not my thing. Smash Bros is my thing. I'm
No,
sorry.
fighting games aren't my thing either.
Anyways, so what's the next episode? Fuck, I gotta look at the list.
Vindicators 3: The Return of World.
Okay, look, I get the
And
joke.
World
Look, I get the joke,
World
but like it's not funny.
Worldender.
The joke is just, guys, aren't superhero movies bad?
Which
yeah, that's and they immediately have some pretty cool designs here.
Okay,
It's a
to be
shame
fair,
they
once
never.
again,
It's a shame they
okay,
all
let's just say
die.
it. Let's just say it. The token actually funny joke of the episode for Rick and Morty season 3 is the comparison of Israel to gassing an entire planet because there is one bad guy on it.
mhm, I guess that's
Yeah.
kind of fucked up joke, but still, I mean, this episode was just like I don't. I guess I just don't get the joke of, and like this isn't coming from someone who's like, you all know, I do love me some good, like a good superhero movie, but I'm also one to judge superhero movies. Like, so I don't get why it's like, oh, let's make fun of superhero movies as a concept. Motherfucker, you had like a whole council that was from a superhero. Don't even act like you don't like superheroes. Oh, but I guess because you got such a high ego because your show did well and people love your shit, let's just keep making fun of them. I guess I don't know. It's just annoying. It's a little.
I think it was literally like a matter of maybe it was a matter of being disgruntled with how superhero movies had been treated with how superhero movies had been over the years. Maybe
Yeah,
I
but
don't
like,
know.
what were like the
I don't
worst?
know.
That doesn't make it any better.
Yeah,
I'm
I
just
know.
trying I'm trying to read the room here.
Yeah,
I'm
but like,
trying to figure out
what
what
were
they
like,
were even trying to do.
I mean, like, what were like what was this? 2017?
What was the point? Just to make Morty even more sad? They're watching his favorite superheroes die.
Yeah, like,
Is that the?
or like them revealing that the superheroes were just pieces of shit. Like, look, the boys, it makes sense. That's what the entire show's
It
about.
didn't no, actually it feels like the comparison to the boys comic because it wasn't the boys comic literally just like hating superheroes but writing them in the sense of, oh guys, look, it's Professor X, but he's a pedophile.
Basically, except it's more like, guys, look, it's Superman, but he's dating a Nazi who's also a superhero. you know, it's awful. I'm so baffled by this episode because like one, it's not only just like not funny, like none of the jokes really land all that much, but like still,
Believe it or not, if you want to complain about superhero movies being watered down, you need to but make it funny. You need to actually write jokes and not just say, guys, superheroes are kind of stupid.
it's it's dumb. Moving on.
It's moving on to um, the Whirly Durly conspiracy.
Oh, the whirly dirly.
Okay, here's the weird thing about this episode, okay?
Okay.
The weird thing about this episode is that it's so close to being good in the sense that the plot with Rick and Jerry I actually do kind of enjoy. But the subplot with the Summer and the Morphatron or whatever, Morphizer, I think it was called. That sucks. It drags the whole thing down.
Yeah.
What do you guys think on
It's
that?
just kind of.
I guess what I remember, yeah. I mean, especially since the Rick and Jerry stuff had like a cool concept with the invincible force field, which actually led to somewhat of a dark joke. Timing's a bit off as when the siblings shoot each other, but when the force field goes down, the one of them permanently dies, and it's like I forgot their name, like Lucy, and it's just that could have made for a really good dark joke.
Yeah.
I'd say that joke landed.
It didn't for me, to be fair. I don't know, man. I think I started just kind of zoning out around here.
Yeah.
I didn't
No, but
really
like
care.
the thing is that episode's kind of a hybrid, and it sucks because once again, half of it is really good, and the other half is just absolute garbage.
Hmm. Yeah, no, I agree. It's shocking how a show could have such because I mean like that. It's just nothing to me.
You agree? So you agree
No,
with me
I
on that
agree.
on
I
this one?
agree. Yeah, like half of it's good
Yeah.
or just okay, but like the other half is awful. How do you grab this fucking stupid ass monkey? Sorry. Um, Next episode is rest and relaxation.
Oh yeah. And really, I did like the opening when they did this adventure and they just all tired out. Like
Yep.
that makes for a good
Once again,
reactionary
every
clip.
episode of this season has at least one good joke, but most of them have just one. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm.
I don't know. The toxic idea is interesting, but I don't know. It feels about as subtle as a therapist to the face, like in a Pickle Rick.
Yeah. It's just kinda another meh, boring episode to me. Again, I was starting to lose interest. Like Pickle Rick was awful enough to where I'm like, this show sucks. This season is awful. And now and then
No, like once again, if this season killed your interest in the show, I can't even blame you.
I mean it doesn't this I would say this is kind of like a Stranger Things 3 vibe where I'm starting to not really give much of a fuck anymore. So whatever happens in later seasons, it won't really matter all that much to me. So yeah, I think that is kind of how I feel. I feel like I'm just slowly losing interest. So yeah, I'm sorry, y'all. Anyways, but yeah,
No,
this
I don't
episode's
even
boring.
blame you because Rick and Morty season 3 is bad enough to where I can see it killing somebody's interest in the show and completely understand.
Yeah. Next episode is the Rick Lantis mix-up.
Woo! It's survival in the city.
Wow, one
I
of the
really like how this
actually good
introduced me to that
episodes of this
song.
season.
Yeah, this episode was okay.
And yeah, this is a very good highlight of an otherwise bad season.
Yeah, it's definitely the it's kind of like a good episode in SpongeBob season 6. It's yeah, it's good, but it might be able to rival the original show's quality. But at the same time, it's you know, uh, at the same time, it's kind of but
Yeah, where
compared to
we
everything else, kind of
so we got the intern, the cop storyline, the Ricky Ronka. That's what I call it.
the Goonies, or should I say the
Yeah,
Mortys? But yeah,
don't know why one of them's a lizard.
Because his Rick merged him with a lizard.
yo, yeah, I do like the ending with the president Morty killing some of the council of Ricks. I like that. It sets up.
And the plot twist there is evil Morty the whole time.
Yep.
Wow.
Which I know that he only appears every what?
He only appears in the in the odd numbered seasons for some reason. Unless of course he appears in season 8, since I haven't seen it yet, I can't tell you.
Oh well. It's interesting. I'm glad that the show at the very least had one good
Like,
episode.
okay, here's the thing. At
For the
least
season.
with this and Morty's Mind Blowers, at least the show proved that it still had something, even if it was mostly buried in this during this season.
Yeah. Um. So you want to talk about Morty's Mind Blowers, which is basically a new highlight reel for the show instead of.
Basically, interdimensional cable, but they actually put effort into it. And it's the one thing season 3 did better than the first two.
Yeah, but even that ain't saying much because it had to take fan backlash to get to that point. Which they mentioned that nobody liked it. And they're like, oh, well, now we gotta. It kind of sounds more like Justin Roiland being like, oh, now I actually have to put effort into my show? How annoying. Like,
Well, the good thing is this is the last season he wrote on the show for. Up
oh,
until he was fired, all he did past season 3 was just do the voices. And even then, sometimes he refused to do it because he's an asshole.
what's up with him? Like, what was up with him?
Oh no, he got like
Like, why did he
here's
get?
the thing is um when the when all that when he got revealed, when he got exposed for all that stuff, it was basically the perfect opportunity for the other people making the show because nobody working on the show liked him at that point. Everybody he had burned too many bridges, and once all that controversy came out, it was like, okay, well, we don't want to work with this guy, so we can at least use this as an opportunity to get rid of
Wasn't
him.
that false or was that true about like the sexual stuff?
I don't I don't know, but the fact of the matter is there was a big controversy and he was an asshole anyway, so they used that as an opportunity to be able to get rid of him from the show, which I say that's at least for the better.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what all he did. I'm not very well versed on it. So if anybody down in the comments would love to tell us or tell me at the very least what the fuck was the whole ordeal, much appreciated.
I think it was
However,
domestic abuse,
I think it
if I
was
remember
too,
correctly.
or he was like very abusive towards his staff or something. I
Well,
don't
he
know.
was abusive towards the staff. That's why they didn't want to. That's part of why they wanted to not work with him anymore.
Yeah, so again, it just feels like it felt like Justin Rowland just didn't want to do anything with the show. So he was like, interdimensional cable.
Dan Harmon was the only. I guess Dan Harmon out of the two co-creators, Dan Harmon was still at least interested
Hmm.
after this. So
Yeah.
you got half of the people who created it, and the half that the better half,
The better half.
basically.
Um. So yeah. So Morty's Mind Blowers is basically we just see a bunch of shit that Rick and Morty went on that led
Yeah, but
to.
they erased from their memories.
Yep. But Rick
Yeah, but
kept
the
all of
good thing
them.
is, unlike interdimensional cable, they actually had to write jokes this time because the premise can't just be random.
Random bullshit that nobody cared about. Like it again. It really just it really like felt like a shitty version of Oni Place. Like Oni Place has like best of. I think if you watch Oni Place, you would know that. But like it's like if you were like watching a best of, but instead of listening to like Chris O'Neill, or sorry, not Chris O'Neill. Not like instead of Chris Tomar or Zach Hadel saying anything, instead it's just all Justin Roland trying to do stupid, shitty improv, and it's awful. Don't I hate interdimensional cable. And but like again, it just sounds like he was so pissed that he had to like actually put in effort.
He was pissed that he had to read jokes instead of just going, I'm like the guy with the doorknob, and I'm gonna doorknob all over you.
Yeah, yeah, and he's like, this show's about
The Two
um,
Brothers. It's just called Two Brothers.
I tased my wife with a cattle prod, and it's like that's it. It's like nothing. There's nothing to enjoy. Like I don't. Oh, interdimensional travel pisses me off so much. Interdimensional travel, interdimensional
Cable.
cable, not interdimensional travel. I feel like if that actually happened, I'd probably die. Like I'd probably go to a universe where like the dinosaurs are still around and I get eaten.
Yeah,
Like
that'd be awesome.
no, it wouldn't. Have you not seen like the fucking crazy ass bird dinosaur that was like bigger than anything that like could fly in like modern day?
Well, that wasn't a dinosaur, but you're talking about the Quetzalcoatlus.
Yes. What is it then? Was it just? What was it?
Pterosaur, I believe.
Yeah.
Because
Like, why would
pterosaurs
I?
and dinosaurs aren't the same.
Okay. Here. Okay. Imagine like you go outside and you just hear that fucking thing shriek. Why the fuck would I want to live in that universe? Why in the
Oh,
world?
what the? Can you show us a picture?
Yes, I can. Just gonna look up. Okay, but talk about the episode while I look it up.
Yeah,
Which one's the next
I think-
episode?
I think-
again?
No, we're talking about mind blowers.
Mind blower.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Looking through the Rick and Morty wiki, I just remembered. Oh yeah, I was like, oh yeah, I remember that moment where it was like cuts to a bunch of memories at the end, and one of them is Morty burying Santa, which is messed up. The other is like Mr. Poopy Butthole proposing to Morty. I don't even want to know how that happened.
I don't think any of us want to know.
And the other funny joke I remember is Morty getting this thing where he listens to animals talking and hears the squirrel's conspiracy theory.
That was funny. And here's
Yeah.
the funny thing
Yeah,
as well.
That one was funny.
Here's the funny thing as well. The show's like official YouTube channel released a video tracking like each version of each family member to tell you who's who like going into season 7. And they did not include that scene at all, so the implication must have been that Rick successfully negotiated his way out of getting that to happen, which actually makes sense with him removing the memory. So,
Mm-hmm. I just love the fact that like
you know what I mean?
I love how like
Yeah.
it starts off with them being like, "Oh, I think he can hear us," and they're like, "Oh yeah, I think you're right. I think he can't hear us." It's like, "Oh, that's not good. He can't hear us. That shouldn't be allowed." And then they're like, "Hey,
Fucking
buddy,
squirrels, Morty.
yeah, you fucked with squirrels, Morty."
You fucked with squirrels, Morty!
Also, there's the picture of the scary ass monster.
Oh my.
Imagine,
They're like as
imagine
big as
going
giraffe.
outside. Imagine going outside and seeing that. Like hell no.
Awesome.
Also, yeah, you say that until it grabs you. Then you'll be like, "Oh my fuck!" And it's like,
You're pro.
Okay, here's the thing though. I've seen the Jurassic Park movies, so I already know that you don't actually want to be around them.
Yeah. We'll
Remember-
probably have to edit the picture in just to. The audience will know what we're talking about.
Well, I already said what we were talking about.
Yeah,
I correctly identified it.
Yep, just look it up. And like, here's the thing. That's completely up to you. If you guys want to have nightmares tonight, you guys can look it up. If you don't, then you don't have to worry about it. Dude,
I think
okay.
it looks cute.
Dude, you want to know what animal is really fucking cute? Sea lions.
Spiders.
Spiders can be cute. I will not deny. No, sea lions. Like, brother, come on. Sea lions? Those things cannot be
Anything but
real.
Rick and Morty season 3.
Dude, I love sea lions.
Let's see.
Next episode,
Now
ABC's.
to a not so good episode. ABCs of Beth.
Why did Beth?
It's fine.
It's not even fine. It's stupid as shit. Like, the whole idea is like they give birth to these like there's this guy who's stuck in like Beth's like daycare
It
imagination
was like Beth's
hell.
best friend who has their dad arrested because they thought they ate him. It's something like that. And there's a subplot where Jerry goes out with an alien and it doesn't go well.
Dude, alien that alien woman being like on the same planet as her ex is really funny.
No, see, that's the thing. That I think that's kind of like the whirly-dirly conspiracy, and that I like that subplot, but
Yeah.
not the one with Fruity.
Also,
Man.
I like how Jerry admits that he's a closeted racist as well, by the way. Like, okay.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Oh, I forgot about that.
What a piece of shit. Fuck
I don't think
Jerry.
that surprises anybody, though.
Yeah, fuck Jerry, dude. Fuck him. He sucks. Everybody who defends Jerry, get out. I don't want to hear any defenses for this fucking pencil dick loser. I hate him.
Oh no, he's a terrible person, but I think he's funny.
He's not even funny. He sucks. Fuck him. I hope Beth gets with that one hot guy with 3 testicles. I don't know. Kind of lost the sauce after that. Fuck Mario. Just get on the mushroom. Anyways,
And
Yeah.
then Rick fights the president, and it doesn't even feel like a season finale.
Oh yeah. So remember how
Oh,
season
we're there already?
Yeah, if you guys remember in season 2 how it ended with Rick being sent to a maximum security prison? How about in this episode, they tried doing that?
He just wants a selfie with the president,
Yeah.
and they fight over it.
Which, by the way, he was like, "I'm doing it for Morty. Oh, Morty, I'm doing it for you. Oh, Morty, I'm coming. I'm coming." Like, and then like, it's like Morty's like, "Dude, I literally said I don't want this fucking picture. I think you just want this picture."
And then Beth and Jerry get together again at the end.
No! No! Mario just landed
And also,
on
they
the...
play Minecraft for some reason.
Yeah, honestly, out of... That's like... It's like, is this game made for autistic people? Because I'm loving it! Wubba-dubba-dub-dub! I can't insult my fan! Anyway, sorry. Because you know people who... I mean, I'm not trying to insult people who play Minecraft. I play Minecraft. I love Minecraft. But I'm making a joke at the fact that, like... It just feels like such a lame... The episode itself feels lame. And it feels unnecessary.
No, it's super underwhelming. It's just like, this is supposed to be the finale of the season?
This is what we're building up to?
Yep. Wubba dubba dub dub.
Every other Rick and Morty season finale has some kind of significance.
The only significance this episode had was...
And
Let's
yes,
bring
that
a
includes the
toxic
party
couple
episode
back
from
together.
season 1, even if that was a relatively, like, why would you do this sort of thing.
Yeah. Yeah, this was... Honestly, it just kind of felt like a waste of time. You know what? I guess perfectly indicative of what season 3 was. A waste of time.
I guess it's appropriate for the season. The culmination of everything it's worked for.
Yep. Well, I guess we'll talk about characters real quick. Because we didn't really talk about characters. We mostly just talked about the episodes. So, everybody in the show got turned up to fucking shit dial. And I hate it. Everybody sucks in this season.
Everybody sucks.
Rick is now basically...
I mean, especially Rick.
The worst thing about Rick is the fact that, like, instead of acting like he's a god, the show literally just gives him everything he needs to succeed in life. Like, he has everything. Without any...
remember in the earlier seasons when Rick was just as much in on a wild ride as the rest of the characters?
Yeah.
And didn't know what was going to happen next?
Yeah. No, that's not happening here. Instead, he just now knows literally everything he needs to know. Which is stupid as all can be. Like, why? There we go. Why? Why make him know everything? That kind of like gets rid of a lot of, like, I mean, if he knows what planet they're on, yeah, okay, fine, that's fine. But if he's like, oh well, I know exactly how to get out of this, I know how to break this, it's lame. It's all so lame. Also, I feel like season 3.
It genuinely feels like a self-insert character in a fan fiction.
Yeah, and that's even an insult to fanfic writers.
Yeah.
Because they actually try.
They actually have to try to get noticed by writing good stuff. Here, they don't need to try. Everyone's eyes are on Rick and Morty. This massive fan base.
Yep.
Massive fan base of idiots.
Well, don't you mean...
I'm sorry, but it's true. Well, back then it was true.
Don't you
The whole
mean?
Szechuan sauce craze.
Don't you mean? Don't you mean high IQ individuals, sir?
No.
Geniuses.
Geniuses. Um. So yeah, what else happens in the show? Well, let me tell you that everybody else just kinda exists, even to an extent. Morty just kind of feels like he's barely there, which is
Barely
barely used, barely
there.
there. What is even the point of him being in
Was
this
him
show?
shooting Rick like supposed to be like the start of his villain arc?
Yep, and it goes nowhere because Rick was like, "Oh, I knew that was gonna happen," and everybody clapped. And Ben, fucking Jerry and Beth suck this season. Like they get a divorce, and then like,
That's the funny thing. You got monkey's paw because you said that you wanted them to get divorced.
mm-hmm, and they did. And then Beth starts going down like this whole like depressed arc, and then leads to her being like, "Am I even real or am I a clone?" Which I
Like,
don't.
who cares?
That's the thing. And then Summer, I guess she just knows as much as Morty now because like literally in an episode that's good, she's like, "Oh, well, I know how to fix this issue." You know, like I always felt like Summer was also kind of like out of the loop and only knows like how much Morty tells
I
her.
think it becomes apparent as the show goes on that Summer is Rick's favorite of the family.
Yeah, even more so than Morty. But eh. And then like no other character appears that like to my knowledge I cared about. So, yay. Waste of time.
It's
Waste.
bad. Literally, the first two seasons were building up to, like, showcasing that Rick actually does care despite pretending not to, and
Mm-hmm.
then season three just comes in and is like, oh no, he actually didn't care and just decided to do the inter to overthrow the intergalactic government, the intergalactic federation right now because question marks.
Mm-hmm.
Because here's the thing, if the idea was that, like, with the way season two set it up, the idea was he turned himself in. He wasn't planning on this, but he'll find a way to break out.
Yeah.
But then season three comes around, and it's just like if he's this smart and it was this easy, why didn't he already do it?
Yeah. He would have saved himself a lot of troubles in the future if he would have just done it. But instead, no, that's just a thing they made up for season three. What a shock. Making up things for your new entries just so then you can try to say that you're new and interesting and that you should care. Where have I heard this before? A bunch of this shit
The
is,
Last of Us.
well, The Last of Us, Five Nights at Freddy's, Security Breach, and FNAF 2 for that matter. The movie, not the game. Um, Also, FNAF's sister location, Metal Gear Survive, where they say that the virus always
Yeah,
lives through.
speaking of which, I was just listening to that the worst protagonist episode. I think that's the longest they've went on for an honorable mention. Honestly,
Who's your honorable
because
mention?
a dishonorable mention, Abby.
Oh, from The Last
Yeah,
of
you
Us.
know Abby, everyone's favorite character.
Hmm. Anyways, so I guess should we even talk about visuals? I feel like we don't.
Okay, okay. With the exception of the wormhole scene from the Whirly Dirly conspiracy, the show just looks like it does in season two. Like I'd say I'd
Yeah,
say the wormhole scene from the Whirly Dirly conspiracy is the one moment where the animation is really allowed to shine in season three.
Yeah,
yeah.
it ain't much, but we'll take our scraps, I guess.
Like, yeah. Here, like, the animation of the show does get better as it goes on. Like, obviously, from season one to season two, it has an increased budget. But it really isn't that. It really isn't much to talk about here.
Yeah, we'll talk about it more when it becomes necessary. Anyways, um, that's all we have to say about visuals. It just looks a little better. That's it. All right, let's talk about what we're gonna do for season 4.
Only saw the first 3 to 4 episodes of season 4. That's it.
Yeah, just so you guys know, we're waiting until
Yeah, I wanted to bring
we're
I wanted to bring that up. We're not gonna do season 4 in season 4 because one, we want to. The show has no end in sight. We don't know when it's gonna come to its conclusion. Like I think probably within the next year, but we could be wrong. And didn't it already get greenlit for like a 13th season or something?
I think
9
it's
more
a,
seasons, Morty. 9 more seasons.
Yeah, so instead of just sitting here and being like, "Oh yeah, we want to talk about every episode," we just kind of want to wait on it. Hopefully, you guys understand. It's a pretty long show. There's a
I get
lot.
it.
Yeah, I know you get it, Roxy. I'm just meaning for the fans. For the fans. Well,
It's for the fans, man. It's for the fans.
It's with fans.
it's what the fans want. Along with that, I have no opinion about season 4. I know nothing about season 4, or season 5, or season 6, or season 8. I don't know anything about them.
You didn't even say season 7.
Nope. Nope, I'm not making the joke. Anyways, so yeah, if you want my honest opinion, I don't have one. Just know season 4 isn't going to be in season 4. You guys might have to wait till season 5 for that. And that's even if Roxy even wants to do that in season 5. Maybe we'll take a longer hiatus. Who knows? We don't. We're just the people who work on the show, okay? Look, we're just the actors. And actress. And act them. Anyways, should we go on to the ranking?
Yeah.
We'll start with Roxy, then we'll
Okay.
go to Sir, and then we'll end it off with me. Roxy?
It's not completely worthless, but I still can't see myself giving this season anything other than like, okay, Morty's Mind Blowers and the Rick Lantis mix up are the only 2 good episodes, so I'm gonna give it a 2 out of 10. But
Hmm.
in terms of how it feels after watching it, it really does feel like a 1 out of 10.
Alright. Sir,
Would you agree with that?
well, you'll hear what I have to say. Sir, what about you?
It had like 2 good episodes, a handful of good jokes, but that's really about it. This is really bad. 3 out of 10.
I think the worst thing a show could do to you is make it feel like you waste your time. I'm giving it a 1 out of 10. It's boring. There is 2 good episodes, but
They're not enough to save it.
what? Yeah, they're
But
not
they're
enough.
not enough to save
They're,
this season.
I think that's the thing, is that season 2 kind of like, I would rather just go and watch season 2 than watch through season 3 just to get to those 2 good episodes. That's kind of the problem here. So, sorry, that's just my personal opinion. You don't have to agree with it. You could like season 3. Maybe some of the jokes worked for you. They just do not work for me. Oh my god, what did I dump? Okay. On to next time.
Next time on the Vulture Culture Podcast.
What's...
We
Oh
have-
my god, we can finally mark off. we can finally mark off the entire first half of season 1.
Episode 54, Shrek the Third.
That was such a pain in the ass to watch.
Yeah, it was.
Oh, I hope the movie's good. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Then episode 55, we
What
had the
movie?
sequel marathon with
Shrek the Third.
top 5 worst sequels.
Yep, a sequel to an episode we did.
Yeah.
No, the joke when I said what movie is that Shrek the Third doesn't exist.
Oh, okay. I thought you didn't hear.
A time game.
Okay.
Yep.
Time heroes.
And then what's next?
Episode 56, Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach.
And possibly the last FNAF related project we do.
We do for a good while.
Until
Well, we already recorded the episode on the FNAF movie too.
yeah, unless we plan to talk about the FNAF movie 1 at some point.
I'd be up for that.
I lost all interest in everything related to FNAF after the FNAF movie 2, so along with that, what's after Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach?
The movie we'll have to watch soon is episode 57, Music.
Yep. And then after that,
I just sent a link to it for both of you.
yep, I will be watching it. And then after that, we got the incredible not masterpiece. We have the mysterious yet very weird original Plan Phase 3 movie, Inhumans.
Episode 58, Inhumans.
Mm-hmm. There we go.
And last one for now is episode 59, Shark Tale.
God damn it, Roxy! Why'd you pick Shark Tale?
Isn't the point that we were supposed to pick bad movies?
Yeah, but why didn't you pick Chicken Little? That would have been funnier. No.
Because I like Shark Tale more.
At some point,
You could have picked Chicken Little if you wanted to.
yeah, but I had Inhumans. I had way more on my plate. Ah. Yeah.
And that's it for now.
I want to die so bad. Like I want to feel the sweet cups of death. Anyways, don't forget to watch Family Guy on Sunday nights at Brian.
Well,
Look
thank
for the
you
Gummy
all.
Bear album.
That's it for now. Thank you all for watching, listening, whatever it is you're doing. Don't forget to leave a like, comment. It helps us get noticed, and subscribe.
And also, we might give shout-outs if you leave comments. Ooh. Shout-out.
It's possible. I
Yes.
say might. So if that doesn't happen, don't get mad.
Let me give a shout-out right now. Shout-out, because this episode released by the time of us recording it. Shout-out to Mr. Champ64 for giving his top 5 worst protagonist lists on that episode. It was really cool.
Oh, did he really?
Yeah.
Yeah, let me find it.
I could read it all for you.
What's the yeah, can you read off the list, please?
The list.
No, let's wrap up the episode first.
Well, hold on. I'll
Well,
read
no.
I wanna give-
Isn't the yeah?
I want to
shout
give.
out.
Oh yeah, never mind.
At Mr. Champ on 64 says, I don't like being negative, but I too also have a top 5 worst protagonists. Number 1, the Minions. Number 2, Buzz Lightyear from Lightyear. Number 3 is Ralph from Wreck-It Ralph 2. Number 4 is Link from Wand of Gamelon, or the other one I don't really know. Oh boy.
Geez, sure is boring around
And then
here.
number 5 is Edward Carnby from Alone
Is
in
it
the
from
Dark.
Twilight?
No, from Alone in the Dark 2008. So shout out to Mr. Champ64. Thank you for the wonderful comment. And if you guys want to give your own leave comments down below, we might pick one off and read it off at the end. And why am I doing this now? Well, fuck you. I can do whatever I want. Thank you all for listening.
When I heard Edward, my first thought was that he is going to be from
Robert
Twilight.
Pattinson. Yeah, true.
Oh
Okay.
man, we should have done maybe we should have done Twilight since we were supposed to do bad movies.
Aw. Well, that sucks to be you, because after episode 60, we're finally away from the fucking shit. We can actually go to some good stuff. And we got a banger to start off 61. So, thank you all for listening. We're going to wrap it up right now. See you guys next week. Hopefully next week.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. See you next time. I should say that. Goodbye.
Bye.